Hi, Mom! And hello, Internet. Welcome to Red Jenny, a Dragon Age tale right here on GGK. I forgot to pull up the intro right before we started, so I'm gonna wing it. If I miss anything, Van, you fill it in. Let's see. I am with an increasing frequency your DM and host for GM and host for the evening, Sita. Um, and we are really excited to be here. Really excited to get back into the final part of my one shot because I'm really good at factoring time. But before we get into that, I want to hand it over to all of my lovely players where they can tell you who they are, what they do on and off the channel. You can look below all our names to see our schedule. And yeah, once they're done, we'll come back around to me. I'll finish that out and we'll get started. So why don't we start with, as always, Bam.
That's me. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Van but Wilder, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internets. I stream several times a week, Sunday nights on twitch.tv/hackrecklessly, playing Dungeons and Dragons, the final season of Playthings of the Gods, and here several times a week. Tonight, I am playing Venehn, who is an elven rogue at this point in his career, and whose favorite fast food place is Steak and Shake.
Who's next in lineup?
I think we've been going in a circle, so I think
Yes, I think it's you.
Me? Okay. Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the internets at Greek Sid. I am here on Mondays and Saturdays. And tonight I am playing Yasmera. She is our Gunari rogue. And fast food for Yaz. I think she's a Panera girl. Yeah. Yeah.
That tracks. That tracks. I can see that.
I'd classify Panera as fast food.
They have. Yeah. We said right before stream. They have a drive-through. Panera does have a drive-through.
Yeah, that is true. They can have a drive-through.
They also have a charged lemonade that will literally stop your heart if you're not careful. So yeah,
that shit is good.
That shit is baller. Yeah.
Charged lemonade. Be careful. Just be careful.
The Four Locos of Panera.
If you have an undiagnosed heart issue, don't drink it. Just don't drink it.
Or a diagnosed one.
Or especially a diagnosed one, I should probably say. I'm going to have more caffeine because my brain doesn't work without it.
Go get a Four Locos and come back.
Yeah, there you
go. Awesome. Wally, bring us home.
Oh boy, sup y'all, it's me, Wally, your favorite non-biased and best friend on the internet. You can find me on the social medias at WALLE132, just like the cute little Dizzy robot. You can find me here Mondays and Saturdays playing games with all these wonderful people. Today, I am playing Garas, the Elven Rogue. At this point in their career. And if his favorite fast food restaurant, Nando's Chicken. He loves Nando's Chicken. He loves that nice, spicy grilled chicken. Loves it.
Good stuff. All right, well, that brings back around to me. Hello again, Internet. Like I said, I'm the Sita. You can find me in most places on the Internet at Mr_Wilt, MR_WYLDT, or at John.Sita on Instagram, where I haven't posted pictures of food in so long. I don't know. You can find me in the Discord on our channel or in the Twitch streams. Yeah, let's see. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I'm going to go with it. Oh, check out our YouTube channel of the same name where if you're just joining us, you can check out, I don't know, hundreds of hours of shows. It's crazy. There's so many shows.
If not thousands at this point. Yeah,
there's a ton of awesome media for you to consume on a road trip as you're drifting off to sleep, or if you have a very cool job while you're working. But don't do that right now. Watch our stream right now. And with that, let's get back into it. Last time on Red Jenny, having infiltrated the townhome of one Oswald Levine for the purposes of re-stealing, I guess, a manuscript by one Andrella of Virantium for Yasmera's mother. You guys, like I said, you infiltrated the party going on. Yaz going as a French maid attired servant staff. Then going in with his date by the name of
Gaius.
And Garas. Connie
More
has been
like
into a
good
position.
Gaius, am I right? Sorry, I had to say it out loud.
He's a sweetie. He's a little
He's a
sweetie.
good guy.
You said you wanted him to be
Yeah.
nice, and I was like, all right, I can do that.
He's a little
There's
tiny
gonna be,
nerd.
there's gonna be enough awful people at this party. We can add sprinkle in some fun people too. And Garas infiltrating a role in the city guard, making an hourly loop around the outside, and even being able to go in and enjoy the festivities a little bit, as is sort of the tradition in Valorio's frat row that we've designed here. As the hours passed, you guys kind of maneuvered yourselves around, and in the final bits, after the sweaty, nasty man, bathrobe attired man himself came down to join his own party, Venn and his date were able to slip upstairs. Yaz, you were there as well, correct?
I was
Yaz,
schmoozing with all the nerds at the nerd table.
right, and then you came up.
After
While
the
trying to figure out
ruckus.
a good way to get into Levine's room, which is, I believe, where you think the manuscript is, concocting a plan to use a drunk party goer to instigate something with the guards standing outside of Levine's chambers. Outside, Garas spotted two small stout figures scaling the roof of the building next door, identifying them as Davik and Kevin, the Carter dwarves who originally lost the manuscript to the Levine family. And quick thinking sent a guard that he had buddied up with upstairs to deal with things. And at the last moment, there was a crash heard coming from a window inside Levine's chambers. And I believe that's where we cut it off there. Does anybody else remember anything that I've missed? Great. Okay, well, I think we are going to go ahead and just get right back into it. So to kind of imagine what's going on, Venn, Yaz, Gaius, and the drunk male arm candy elf, and the kind of just regular party goer woman, along with the two guards, are all upstairs in the hall between the exterior balcony and Gaius's room. Garas, I don't remember where we were positioning you, but I had in mind that you are still outside and rushing in. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Garrus spotted them outside, right?
I spotted them outside. I sent the other guard to go intercept them, and then I was like, they're probably gonna try to run in, so I just got around and just head inside.
So, things have not quite popped off to a combat level of intensity, so I'm not going to throw into initiative. But anybody who would like to act first, if anybody has any ideas on what they want to do right now, go right ahead. Bear in mind that things are escalating quickly, and you might not have a whole lot of time unless you can de-escalate things to get something done.
Would this be a good time for Yaz to rush downstairs and maybe throw the weapons that she stowed in the kitchen?
Get into the stash? Yeah, certainly. So the kitchen is on the second floor. So you'd have to rush back downstairs through a little bit of the party, but I think that's doable. Before that resolves, I'm going to check with everybody else to see kind of how this timetable goes. But so, okay, yeah. So with a quick glance to Venn, Yaz bolts down the stairs. Anybody else got an idea?
My idea is kind of, I want to let these guards deal with it.
If you don't want to do anything to see how it pans out, that's totally fine.
And sneak around them when they're not paying attention to me.
Garas, as he's running in, he sees Yasmera rushing downstairs, and I would like to, like, as I'm rushing past her, like my eyes lock onto hers and kind of like do that like whole non-verbal of like shit's going on upstairs kind of thing.
Does the head thing of like, I know, be right back.
And you can tell too that because the other guard, can't remember his name, so we're going to call him Frank now. He decided he had a real moment in his life while he was out there.
I think it was Francois or something.
I think it was Francois.
God, it was Francois.
Yeah.
You did it!
Yeah.
His friends call him Frank.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Francois had charged up ahead of you, right? So Yaz, first as you're coming down the stairs, you will see and hear Francois calling out to the other guards that there is an intruder, and you can see that there is a little bit of kind of panic starting to rise in the partygoers, and Venehn, kind of against the will of a guard that was at the base of the stairs going up, trying to push his way back up to his room. So you slip down out, you pass Garas on the way. Garas is heading up behind Francois. And Venehn.
Me.
Gaius turns to you and says, Venehn, is this what you're here for? Is this are you trying to steal something?
Do I look like a dwarf?
No.
No. Listen, go downstairs where it's safe.
Does that mean you're in some sort of danger?
No, I'm never in danger.
You're gonna have to roll a deception on that one.
Oh, it's
There's
just
a lot of lies that you
flirting.
could just fucking bust out, but I'm never in danger.
That's just flirting. Okay. $17.
So Francois looks you hard in the eyes, and he hears, or I'm sorry, Gaius looks you hard in the eyes, and hearing the guards coming up the stairs. And I will say too, the two guards that are up here, one of them seems to be pretty easily handling the drunken elf. The other one hasn't really, or no, I'm sorry, the other one is going into the room where he heard the crash. So you have one guard that is physically occupied, although is handling it pretty easily from the looks of it, and one that has gone into the room and is shouting at things. Gaius looks at you hard and long and looks deep into your eyes, puts a hand on your cheek, and says a phrase that I believe will haunt Venehn for years and years to come. With his coppery hair and his tawny brown eyes, he looks at Venehn and says, "Do you trust me?"
With what?
I want to help.
Okay.
Do you? He turns, rips at his clothes, tussles his hair, kisses you on the forehead, turns back to look down the stairs, and says, "Full truth and love," and just launches himself down the stairs at Francois.
Okay. I'm concerned. Venehn has no reason to not be anything other than just pleased by what's happening. This is great. This is very exciting.
Yeah, Garas, you see a disheveled, perhaps drunken date of Venehn tackle Francois at the base of the stairs. You could step over them if you want.
Maybe they're
Garas-
fighting. Maybe they're kissing. Who knows?
Garas just watches this poor white boy beat in
Go,
the
white
worst
boy,
fight of his
go!
life. In the worst fight of his life, he's like, okay, and he just keeps on running up the stairs and looks back at Francois like, "You got this right, buddy. Yeah, I'm certain you do." And he just keeps on going.
Venn, you gonna go in the room? You've got a pretty clear way in now.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this opportunity. I'm sure no one expected that. Nobody's looking at my ass right now.
Okay, so you head into
Yeah.
the bed chambers. It's lavish and gross. 4-poster bed, lots of cushions all over the place, clothes strewn all over, artwork of lewd women all over the walls.
Nice.
You know, statues.
Just women.
Nah, maybe both. But everybody's.
Okay. I respect him a
between
tiny
all
bit.
yeah,
Whole lot of
he's
buttholes.
an equal opportunity creeper.
Buttholes.
Just hole. Everybody's showing hole
At
everywhere.
least he's got good taste.
And you see, so you bust in. You're right behind the guard that has come in. He's got his blade drawn, and you see one dwarf, the younger one, Kevin, picking himself up out of a pile of grass, and the older dwarf, Davik, looking in at him like, "Ugh, Davik!" And I think before we get into initiative rounds, I want to come back to Yasmera. Yasmera, you have successfully retrieved your stuff out of the stash.
They should.
I
Not
will
have
also
brought
say
Kevin.
if there's yeah, that may have been Davik might have should have just done this on his own. Probably would have
Yeah, why did
Probably.
he bring Kevin along?
this
It's
would be
just-
this would have been a one shot if he hadn't brought Kevin.
Yeah.
Yaz, if there's anything else that you think that you would have liked to have brought, we're doing kind of an opportunity for a little bit of a flashback preparation type thing here. So you've definitely got access to the longbow and your crossbow, bolts and arrows. If there's other stuff that you think that you would have foreseen wanting to bring, like rope, net, alternative clothes, stuff.
We at least discussed alternative clothes at some point, so yeah, maybe she'll pop back into the pantry where she like housed her stuff and change into like something that would not be out of place but isn't too flashy, you know, like all black with just like one of those full masks that covers like head and neck.
Okay.
And covers her face.
I would like you could add more to it, but I would for the outfit I would like a I'm gonna call it leisure domain, dexterity leisure domain to do a quick change. We'll just see how quickly you can switch outfits.
Cool. Alright, so my ledger domain is pretty good. Alright. Where are you, Dex? There you are. Okay. That's pretty damn good. 13 plus 8 is a 21.
Brilliant. Okay, so it's gonna take you one round to quick change.
Beautiful.
And with that, I believe we're gonna go ahead and roll ye olde initiative. Just hang on to your numbers for a moment while I get my stuff organized here. Okay, what did everybody get?
I got a 20.
21.
15. I rolled like shit.
No.
no.
Garas 20, Yaz 21, Venn 15.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So Sid, you will be going first this round. You spend changing into your clothes. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we actually get too deep into combat, was there anything else that you wanted to have in that stage?
I feel like this is a hint from the GM that I should
No.
have brought something else.
Nope. Just handing
Or
you
I
the
just
opportunity
have
to prepare.
anxiety. I will present it to the group. Was there
I
anything
think it's
else
both.
we should have brought? Do I want rope?
I feel like that was something we would have brought no matter what. It's definitely rope.
Yeah.
And a heist bag. Garas called it specifically a heist bag, but it's just basically a sack that they could use to put something in case they need to hide something quick.
It's a Crown Royal bag.
Yeah, it's a Crown Royal bag. Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
Okay.
That.
All right. Great. So let's see. Then we will.
Would that be my full turn, or would that be like? Could that be like my action, and then like I at least have some movement to get out of the kitchen and start making my way?
I will get you back into the main room on the second floor. Yeah.
Sweet. I'll take it. That's me.
So Garas, that will be you.
So I saw Francois get tackled by scrawny little dude, but I kept on going upstairs, and that's when I see Kevin and what's a butt.
Yeah. First, you get up into the hallway. You see that
Yeah.
there is a guard restraining a drunken, rage-filled elf, while a pretty young woman sort of hysterically losing it over her date about to get his ass whooped. And then you see that there's a room to your left. There is a balcony, third floor balcony to your right. You can get into that room, and that's where you see that there is Venehn, the two dwarves, one of them inside, one of them still outside, kind of peeking in, and the guardsman with his blade drawn.
Okay. And the guardsman with his blade drawn, he's inside the room with Venehn, and David is it right by the window?
Davik is sort of hanging out.
Davik.
He's on the side of the building, head and shoulders above the sill of the window. Kevin is full on his ass in a pile of glass.
Okay. All right. Is it possible that as I run in, I would like to pull the door closed behind me in one motion as I'm running up to the guard to pretty much run and just shoulder tackle him into Davik, so him and Davik come spilling out of the window into the outside.
You know what? I felt like this game has needed an active shove check, unless there is one in the actions. I don't think there is.
I mean, I'm doing like an unarmed attack, and if I get like stuns, I could shove them, right?
That is certainly one way. I want to make.
But I think
sure
there is like, isn't there like a
isn't-
certain like a skirmish like action I can take?
Skirmish is a stunt.
Yeah, that I know. But is there like a? I thought that was like an action I
Charge.
could.
All-out attack, charge, defend, heal, melee attack, ranged attack, run. Minor actions: activate, aim, guard up, move, prepare, press the attack, ready, stand firm. No, but there should be. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
All right.
And we're going to make it similar to our good old D&D rules. So I think it'll be a major action, and it will be a contested roll. Strength might versus the defender's might, or some dexterity thing that he's definitely not going to be using.
Okay. And will I be able to add any combat stun points to this if I can, or is that or is this like another kind of thing?
I'm gonna say no on that one.
Got it.
Yeah. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Hmm. That is that is 24 with
you get him.
4 stun points.
You get him good. So let's say you can either knock him prone or shove him 2 yards, plus whatever you get with your stunts.
I am going to shove him with my stunts. I'm going to pretty much just skirmish him and shove him and Derek outside of the window, kind of thing, and just have
You're gonna try to knock him at the window.
Just knock them, shove them both out the window, like this was a mistake, kind of thing. And if I can, I would like to fall out the window with them while grabbing onto the guard to look at like this was an accident kind of situation.
Like an accident. I'm trying to get like what it is that you're trying to. Who is it that you're trying to intimate this
the guard.
was an accident to?
The guard. Yeah.
And an accident in what regard?
Because why would another guard knock him out of a window, kind of thing?
Oh, so like that, like the whoops, I'm so clumsy.
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Make it look like it was a clumsy kind of thing.
All right, go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Okay. That is 15.
Okay. And you want to go out the window with them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're going to take 6 damage from falling, as are they.
But Venehn is now left in this room alone.
Uh-huh. Well, Kevin's still in there.
Kevin's a screw up.
Yeah. Might as well be alone, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. You're just like, Kevin is in there. Okay.
Okay. You see the guard starting to scramble to his feet. He's still technically on the ground, but as he's scrambling to his feet, he's shouting curses at you, and you're not sure whether your deception has had the intended effect there. But so after Garas, it's going to be Venehn.
It's just Kevin in here, right?
Yeah.
Does he knows I'm in here, right? I just kind of like ran in.
Yeah, he's starting to look up at you like angrily and sheepily. It's like sheepish and angry at the same time. And you hear him go, "You!
Get out of here or I will stab you."
Give me intimidate.
I don't want to fight him. I want him to just leave. Get out of here. Kevin.
Get out of here.
Oh, that's really good.
Get out of here.
Okay, 19.
You see tears start to well up in his eyes, and he says, "If I don't get that scroll, they'll kill me." And he stands up and starts to move towards it. It's still your turn, though. Oh, and I should say, by the way, I didn't describe. It's really obvious. They're hanging from a sort of like a sculpture that dangles from the ceiling. There's like the body of a woman with breasts hanging low, and her hands are held up like this, and either hand is holding the end of a green scroll case, embroidered or not embroidered, embossed with gold, with 2 golden caps on either side.
I warned him. I would feel bad about this. Venehn does not. I'm fucking stab.
Look, you
gonna stab Kim. Get in there.
I'm gonna stab him
Stabby
right in the
stabs.
back. You opened yourself up to a damn backstab, my guy.
You're in for a world of pain.
What's the one we get early? Is it yeah, backstab was at level 1. Yeah. I'm gonna approach him using a melee weapon. And this is my stealth versus his seeing.
Okay.
And if I succeed, I get extra to my attack. He literally turned his back to me. Kevin. You're gonna learn a lesson here today, my guy.
Might be his last lesson.
$19.
With tears streaking
Wait,
his eyes,
no.
he does not seem to notice you.
It's more than that.
Yeah, well, then you definitely got it. Still.
22. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to attack. A knife. Get +2. 17. 19. I swear to God.
That will hit.
Okay.
You roll 19 one more time and you're dead.
Yeah, and then I die.
Them's the rules. Them's the rules.
8. That's 11.
Take away from
damage.
dying. Dang.
Hold on, I put my pen. 11 damage to old Kevster.
Oh, do I have a... Oh, no, my minor action was move.
Yep,
That's
minor
me.
major. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is the guards going. Garas.
Mhm.
The guardsman that is out on the you only fell, by the way, one story. You fell into the second story roof of the building next door to you, right?
Right.
So that's why you didn't take a butt ton of damage. You're on this second story roof. The guardsman stands up, retrieves his weapon, and takes a swing at Davik, completely missing. Snarling at you, questioning, "Are you with them?"
Okay.
And there's definitely a whole lot of guard ruckus going on, but I don't know that any of you guys really see that. So let's see. Davik is going to draw his axes. He also recognizes you, Garas, and he grins slyly and says, "You weren't supposed to be here yet." And then he's going to make an attack at the guard. And also misses terribly.
What an asshole.
What?
How dare he do exactly what we've been trying to
Yeah,
do?
fuck that guy.
looking at
Fuck
this
that
guy
guy.
of like Garrus is looking at this dwarf like, "You motherfucker."
That's our thing.
That's my
what we
thing.
were doing.
Yeah,
So
you
Garrus-
just tried to do that. He was like, "Oh, that's a smart idea."
Garrus is looking, he's like, "Okay, this is what we're going to do. All right. That's what we're going to do."
Okay. Let's see. Oh, Kevin would also get a turn. Kevin is going to. He jumps up onto the bed, leaps up, grabs the scroll, and starts to dash back towards the window. He does not make it back out the window yet, but he does have the scroll in his possession. In one hand, clutching at his side, the stab wound in his fucking kidney with the other.
Can I tell how bad I stabbed him?
You stabbed him, but good.
You stabbed him pretty
Yeah.
damn good. You definitely got either his stomach or an organ. He's not in great shape.
Yikes.
I fucking warned him.
You
I
did.
said-
You 100% warned him. You did not say you weren't going to stab him.
Sid, as you come around the corner, you see the pile, the growing pile now of Gaius, who is fucking somehow miraculously holding his own against Francois, who, by the way, is not trying to kill him or anything. Francois is being like, sir, this is an emergency. Sir, you've had too much to drink.
Go, white boy, go.
A second guard, the one that was at the base of the stairs, kind of also got caught up in that tackle, and Gaius is actually managing to hold both of them, like keep both, not hold them down, but keep them occupied enough that they cannot make it up the stairs.
I would love to just stealth by this whole thing and make my way toward the bedroom.
You're gonna have to probably do something more acrobatic just to be able to fit through the space, because you've got like three full-grown men duking it out at the bottom of a set of stairs.
Got it. Okay. Then that's exactly what I think I will do. They're fairly occupied, so I guess playing the part of a rowdy guest or a guest trying to flee the scene. She'll juke back and forth and try to hardcore parkour her way around this little mess here at the base of the stairs to get upstairs.
That's excellent. Give me an acrobatics, please.
Absolutely. Okay. 12 plus 18. 12 plus 8 is 20.
Beautiful. That is actually the number I set in my head. So you get right over the top of all three of these guys to a tumble somersault through the air, landing on a step a few feet up from them, not falling back down into the pile yourself. And that's I will say that you can finish off. Actually, what is your movement?
My movement. Good question. My speed is 16.
That's really high. I think you can get all the way into Levine's chambers with your movement. You're like at the doorway, so you see a bleeding Kevin holding the scroll as described to you by Null, and you see Venehn holding a bloody dagger in his hand, ready to act. But it is still your action at this point.
Can I... Okay. I am gonna... Can I also close the door? Like when I go in?
Yeah,
like
I'd say
go in,
that's fine.
close the door?
Yeah.
I think is gonna do the badass action movie thing of enter the room, pull her crossbow out, like drop the bag at her feet, aim the crossbow at Kevin, and be like, "Don't move."
I will also say, that's fine. I will also say, when you got to the top of the stairs, you saw the guardsman that is wrestling with the drunken elf has started punching him hard in the face, and it looks like that fight is about to be over.
Over as in he's gonna kill the dude, or over
No,
as in okay.
Well, the guy is not using his sword. He's just punching a guy in the face.
Okay.
It's definitely more brutal than what's going on downstairs with Gaius, but only by degrees.
Got it. Okay, so we don't have much time. All right. I think it's still just gonna say like freeze and aim the crossbow at his head. If he doesn't freeze, I'd like to shoot.
We'll roll me an intimidate. We'll see what happens there.
Okay. Don't have intimidate. I have persuasion and deception, but we'll still roll it anyway. I have rolled 654 3 times in a row.
That means you die though.
I'm dead. Sorry, I've rolled the same thing 3 times in a row. Well, but it's not the same number because I don't get 6 to this. I just get 4. So it's a 19.
Wow.
I rolled the third 19. I die.
No, but still, the path reset it though. You're fine.
It's that's a really good roll, but it doesn't beat trip 6s with his modifier. So he is definitely afraid, but he might be more afraid of all of the Carta than you guys, at least at this point. He did not love being stabbed in the kidney though, so that could change at any moment. But you said that you would like to try and attack if he does move.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
Yeah, go ahead and give him do a shoots.
All right. Is there a called shot? I don't know. I'm not aiming to kill. I kind of feel bad for this doofus, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg.
654.
No, it's a 655 now. Like I can't get this to focus, but this is insane. Okay, so that's 16 plus 6 is 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. I will say if you would like to do non-lethal, if like you can roll damage as normal. If your goal is to not kill him, that's fine.
I don't want to kill him. All right, so that's 2d6 plus. Okay. So that's 16 points of damage.
You fire a crossbow bolt, piercing him in the back of the thigh, and he cries out and drops to a knee.
I said don't move.
That you fucking did. Garas, that will be you, buddy.
We
Okay.
said.
We said, yeah.
We told you the consequences.
I told
of your
you,
actions,
though!
bro.
Yeah.
I
So-
said.
This guy is trying to do what I was going to do. Of basically being all, oh, kind of like we were supposed to be working together kind of thing. Garrus like looks at this, goes, okay. You're right. I wasn't supposed to be here yet. Because you and that fucker up there up in the room over there fucked the whole timing up with everything. Don't you realize what kind of shit we're gonna be in now that you two screwed this all up? Especially since this is the only guard in this whole damn building who isn't on our payroll. And he points right at the guard right here. That I had to lie, I had to get that whole Francois fuck to finally get along with this by drugging him and paying him off. Right now, he's making a huge distraction downstairs. So why don't we work together, get rid of this bozo, and then we can get back to what we're doing quickly and make it clean.
Okay. Give me a deception.
Can we outlie them?
This is just for the guard, because Davik
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah, fuck
But,
around and
but the
find
guards-
out,
Fuck around and
bud.
find out, mother. Oh, fuck around and find out. You said deception?
You want to lie?
A 23.
that's great. The guard was already on the way to believing that you were shady, and now that you are embracing it, and casting the rest of the guardsmen into question, you see him look back up towards the tower. He's about to shout for help, and then he just shuts his mouth, takes a step back, and steels himself ready to fight.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. It's just you against the two of us. So why don't you drop your weapon now and take a little quick jump off this roof and we'll pretend nothing happened.
I will say, on the note of jumping off the roof, amidst all of these shouts,
no.
you, Garas, can hear from below the sounds of carriages arriving. People are leaving. You even from where you're at on the roof, a quick glance over, you can see that there is one carriage directly out front, and there are a couple of more that are coming from down the street. These don't seem panicked or hurried. You think that people may have already kind of been on the way out anyway. But now that shit is popping off, it's certainly you may see more of these carriages coming up to pick up their noble lads and lasses.
Okay.
Now, with regard of that threat, I was more than happy to give you a single free social.
Okay.
If you want to try to intimidate him into action, that will be your action.
I will 100% take that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me an intimidation.
That is an 18.
That is not going to succeed.
Dang it.
He sets his jaw and he doesn't say anything. You just hear a low growl.
Okay.
He turns into a werewolf. No.
Oh no. Garrus like looks at the dwarf like in a look of like, well, like look of like, well, what you gonna do now, motherfucker? It's your turn.
And it's funny because I think Davik knows you're an opponent, but he's an opportunist, so he doesn't like turn his back to you. But he is, and he's not right next to you. He's a few feet away. But he is going to focus his attention on the guardsman more than you. Let's see. Do you want to do any sort of minor action shenanigans?
I will minor action because I get this because of my ability where I can just use drawing a weapon as a free action. I'm just going to use my minor action to draw my rapier.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I do.
Let's see. That is going to move it right along to Venehn.
I'm gonna take the scroll
I'm
from old Kevin.
not going to make you roll for it. There is some resistance from Kevin, but his face is starting to go a bit pale. He's dropped to one knee and he's sort of listing to the side a bit. So there's like that kind of, and you just pull it out of his hand. When you do that, I would like you to make me a leisure domain check. If you
I muted
said a
myself.
number, yeah.
Is that dexterity? I don't have it.
Yes.
Okay.
So then just a dexterity check for me.
Oh, that's good. 20.
Great. As you pull it
brain
from his
blasted?
grasp, you hear the slight grinding of the glass of the case and the gold of the caps grinding slightly against each other, and it dawns on you in that moment, this is extremely fragile. You do not break it, but you fully know now how fragile this is. Boop, boop, boop. Got a minor action.
Leave.
Leave. Leave how? Leave where?
Leave. Ooh. Do you think Yasmera want to go out the window?
Window crew, come on. Join me on the second roof.
I think we're roof jumping, friends. We're getting the fuck out of here.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
We'll tuck the scroll away. And I'm gonna go carefully out the window.
Acrobatics.
This I do have. Yeah. Oop. 21.
Perfect. Narrowly dodging the jagged shards of glass sticking out of the window, you leap and roll and tumble along the ground. I am going to have you take just a scotch damage here. Yeah, you take 1 damage from the fall, as it was like a good 12-foot drop. But you roll to your feet, now standing directly in the middle of the triangle that is Davik, Garas, and I don't know. I'm gonna call him Wedge now.
Oh, but that's an insult to all the other wedges. That means we have to there has to be a dwarf named Biggs somewhere.
No,
You're-
Biggs is the one fighting the elf up the.
Oh, got it. Okay. Okay.
Look at the guard. Fucking crazy in there. I'm so sorry. Am I interrupting something?
You're still holding the. Oh.
No, I tucked
he
it
tucked
away.
it. He
I
tucked it
said.
away.
Yeah.
I said.
Okay, but I am gonna need another leisure domain to.
Thought that was gonna be part of the acrobatics, maybe.
No, that's for you. The leisure domain checks are going to be. And I will say also, you could roll perhaps a Constitution stamina I know that feels a little bit weird, but
Not gonna be as good
if
as my
there's
dex.
yeah, I kind of figured. Whoever has the scroll will be needing to make some sort of check every round, especially if they're doing crazy combat shenanigans, to not break the thing. However, I will be somewhat lenient on what check that exactly is.
22.
Okay, great. You're good. You're good. Okay, so major and minor.
In my
you got
defense,
out,
I
your
still look like a
resistance.
party guest.
Yeah, you do. I think the guard just looks at you and goes, "Get out of here!" And
Get out of here!
I will do this thing.
Davik is just fuming. His face is turning red.
Good. Maybe he'll blow a gasket.
Dude, look, you brought this on yourself, Davik, all right? You could have shut the fuck up
It
and
was Kevin's fault.
You could shut the fuck up, Davik. Just let us do our thing.
He's my nephew. He's an idiot.
Kevin's not gonna be around to blame much longer.
Yeah, well, yep. Kevin, well, you just lost one Nepo baby, Davik, so.
Oh. Nepotism in the
Yeah,
card.
my brother will get over it.
Get over it.
You'll get over it.
I kind of like
Me too.
Let's see.
Yeah, I do.
Then-
Davik, do
Alright.
you want a job?
Yeah.
All right,
Davik
so it's
then
going to be
pulls off a mask and is Ziggy the whole time.
Hey!
going to be the guards now. Okay. Interesting. Oh. You okay, Wally? You gonna hit the funny bone?
Ouchie.
I saw that happen. All right. So you guys see Biggs has made his way up to the window from Oswald's room and is looking out at you. And he shouts out, "Wedge, hold them there! Oh, we'll be right down." Wedge makes an attack on Garas and misses. And you all can hear the commotion because you're on a second floor roof, so you're directly adjacent to the Oswald building, the Levine building, so you can hear the commotion from that second floor main room of the
Oh my gosh.
Oswald building. So it's starting to pop off. You're starting to hear shouts and commotion spilling out into the street as well. Yeah, that's the guards. Okay. Let's see here. Venehn, what is your armor class?
My
Ain't got no Amazon.
my defense
Yes.
is 16. My armor would currently be 0.
And 0 armor. Okay, so that is going to be a hit.
Who hit me?
Davik.
What the fuck?
Davik did.
Davik. Fuck it.
You're
Am I really the threat?
Ah,
Oh, you know what? Actually, that is entirely true because you did say that you stowed away the
This fucking
scroll.
twink rolls out the window in a
Uh,
suit jacket and no shirt, and he's like, gotta stab that one.
Yeah, no, I
That
had
was
it in my
trouble.
mind that you were
That's
holding
trouble
the
right
scroll,
there.
so I think he's actually going to go after the guardsman.
Oop.
Does
Sorry,
make a
Wedge.
hit on Wedge, and I actually need to find where the hell. We'll do it from here. So now we gotta do- Give me.
If he attacks me right now, it's homophobic.
it is 100%. And on trans awareness post day,
The hell?
too.
Was
Hey, man.
yesterday.
Most of the dwarves of Dragon Age are not very forward-thinking people.
They literally live under
What was
a
that
rock.
nasty, bad, gross one that was in 2, I think?
Oh god. I know what you're talking
The
about.
berserker who was just
Yeah, he sucks.
he was just
Awful.
gross. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna do a pierce armor and a mighty blow. Okay. You see Davik lunges forward, and swings his hand axe. He's got one each hand. He swings one of them down at Wedge as he is looking up at Biggs for just a moment and catches him right in the collarbone, doing a massive amount of damage. Wedge is bleeding heavily. His hand goes up to his wound, but he's still standing, barely.
Ah, damn it! Now I gotta help him out.
Me, here's the thing. No, you don't.
That's true. I don't. That's true. Garrison just go like this, like, "Oop, not my problem anymore." Later.
Kevin looks up at Yasmera and says, "Please."
What's he say?
Please help.
Please help.
And interestingly, that is the end of the initiative order, bringing it back around to you.
Is he just bleeding out? Is that the issue?
Unless he gets medical attention in some regard, he will almost certainly die, yeah. You can see the pool of blood underneath him. It wasn't your crossbow bolt, but the old kidney stab that he got from Ben. There was definitely a widening pool of blood underneath him.
Well, fuck. This is exactly what Yaz is doing. Just she'll use her action to try to roll something so he doesn't bleed out, and then she's jumping out the window.
Like a medicine? I forget what all the...
I know. I don't.
For those
even
of you
have it.
watching the game and have never played this, there are so many ability focuses in this game. It's incredible to try to keep track of them at all.
Isn't it cunning medicine or something?
I believe there is a cunning medicine.
I do
There's
not have it.
poison lore.
I mean, that I have.
Look, I mean,
Yeah,
look.
it's not really
I think
poison.
Yasmera, because of poison lore, knows like the limit of a blood wound before it clots up and gets infected. So I'm
Healing.
just saying.
It's called cunning healing.
Some
Okay.
There is a
people
healing.
would say knives are poisonous.
Yeah, yeah. I say, you know,
that's right. People say any dumb thing. So if you want to go,
Wow.
ahead and roll me-
Honestly.
wow.
I'm
Damn!
hurt.
Wow.
Go ahead and get,
I'm
no, you're
offended.
not.
Offended?
I love you guys. Give me just give me a cunning check, Yasmera. If you don't have healing, give me a
Okay.
cunning check.
I know when what I've said is fucking stupid.
You don't need anyone to tell you your words are stupid.
Mm-mm. I know.
Hell no.
It's not great.
I'm a proud,
'Cause
independent black man. I can tell when my shit is stupid.
Okay, so I do. It's a 4-3-3, which is 10 plus 6 is 16.
That's a lot.
It does.
That's
It is 3 stomp points though.
I think we've forgotten
You
that 16 in Dragon Age is like
Is actually pretty
high.
good.
it is
Yeah.
pretty good, yeah. If you want to use an exploration stunt,
Okay.
or I mean, I guess a social, but if it depends. Use social or exploration.
Uh,
Flirt.
I can't flirt. Flirt is 4.
Yeah.
Also, it's Kevin.
That's true.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
about
Kevin.
Kevin.
It is Kevin. It's like low-hanging fruit, am I right?
I guess I'll do a stunned silence. Not that I really need it, but because he's like laying there nearly dying. But I so effectively do this that he is stunned into silence and literally cannot say anything for a full round.
That's great. I don't suppose you remember what the dragon die was on that heal check, do you?
The dragon die was a 3.
Okay. And your cunning modifier is a 6. that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So when you do a heal, that is, by the way, your major action. You make a DC target number, or whatever, target number 11 healing check. If you're
Cool.
successful, the ally or person gets back an amount of health equal to the dragon die plus cunning. So he's going to get back 9 hit points. Yeah, you his lip quivers and he sniffs as you take the time to bandage his wound, but he says nothing.
Okay. Can the
you've
stun
got-
silence the thing that I do the stun silence for is?
Huh?
I know family's tough, but this shit isn't worth it. Get out while you can. And then I'm gonna jump out the window.
Gravy. Acrobatics.
Where's my dex? 13. 21.
21. Great. Yeah, you also do a sweet little combat roll. And as you get to your feet, Davik says, "Great, we got a party on the roof now."
Will you shut the
You're
fuck up?
not even invited here.
You've got a party upstairs. You might want to go check on your nephew. I think he's bleeding out.
Garas, you're up.
So I see Venn and Yasmera landing on the roof. I saw Davik stab Biggs. And I look at Davik after he says that whole thing of like, oh, we got a party here on the roof now. It's like, well, it looks like this party's about to, become a party for two. As I would like to do dirty fighting on Davik. So I must try to hit him first with a melee attack. And if I'm successful, I don't know damage, but the opponent must make a Constitution stamina test or become stunned.
Okay. What's the target number for that test?
15. Ooh. 13 plus 8. That's 21.
That will hit.
That's
as
21
you
to
said,
hit.
No damage. He makes the.
But he must
stamina
make a Constitution stamina check.
check. What do you do? Just like
I just kick him right in the
with
nuts.
Pommel.
No, I just because this is Garas before he had any kind of real formal training, so he just rears back and just bam kicks him right in the junk, and he will just book it right past them. And is it possible if I can grab Venn and run towards the roof edge?
Yeah. Like towards the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, grab Venehn.
Or is it just possible or is it enough action that I can just run?
I go right
you
after
could
I
definitely
think.
run up to the
Okay.
edge. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna run up to the edge and hopefully Venn and Yaz follow after me.
You run up to the edge and you look down, and there is a carriage directly below you. There's about a line of 3, right? So there is a carriage directly below you, and 2 more ahead of that, up towards the front doors of the Levine.
I yell back to them, "All right, is here," and I want to jump off the roof and land on the carriage.
Do it. Give me that acrobatics, baby. I'll also say maybe an athletics would work for this.
Okay, I'm gonna go with athletics with this.
Great.
Actually, no, acrobatics. Acrobatics, yeah. 18.
Okay. You let's see, are gonna take 5 more points of damage from the fall.
Okay.
But you go straight through the roofed carriage and land directly across from a noblewoman who immediately screams and starts to leave out of the side of the carriage.
The Garas player goes like, "Sup!" and she screams and runs out.
Let's see. Venehn.
I guess I'm going for the carriage.
Acrobatics or athletics, and a legerdemain or some other skill that you think might be appropriate to no smashy scrolly scroll.
Acrobatics. It's really good. Is the thing. $20.
Nice.
I can't. Can I persuade the scroll not to break?
Just pick up the scroll because they're like,
I don't really have anything for this except just my dexterity and just trying to. I know how to do this. I know how to roll and keep my body safe. I could probably treat it as an extension of that.
You guys can also pass it between you two. We'll just do that as like a free action.
Like,
if
guys,
you're
I'm
a
already
person
down there.
person
You could
pass
drop
it
it
up.
down to me.
Hey, I don't
you
want to
can pass
drop it.
You can pass
yeah.
it to me before you leave. I can
good,
do Ledger
right?
Domain. Yeah, I've got
Oh,
Ledger
okay.
Domain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass it to Yasmera. Very fragile.
Got it.
And then I jump off the roof.
Great. And you take 8 damage from the fall.
Okay.
But you just sort of gracefully slip in the hole created by Garas. Land a little bit hard on your ankle, but otherwise fine.
Garas is already scrambling up to the driver's seat.
I figured as much. There is a guy in the seat who looks very frightened and confused, but we'll deal with that when it comes back around.
He's got a choice to make.
You got a choice to make, buddy.
We've been giving people a lot of choices.
Do you want to
and,
continue this job, or do you want a new one?
All right. Let's see. Wedge is going to make an attack against Davik. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, so he's going to kind of sidestep and move around a little bit, positioning himself so that he is close to both Davik and Yaz, and he's going to make a lightning attack. One attack against Davik, one against Yasmera. Yaz is a 17 going to hit your defense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So let's see. That is going to be 7 damage to Davik, who's starting to look a little roughed up, but not real bad. Just sort of a slash across his chest. He's still sort of reeling from that kick to the nards. Yaz, you're also going to take 7 damage.
Got it.
Okay, and let's see. Biggs, he pops back into the manor home, and Garas, as you're sort of climbing around to get towards the front of the carriage, or at least at this point, you're getting your head poked out so you can get into that forward seat. You can see that there are guards now spilling. You can see there was like a dozen or so people spilling out into the street. The carriage at the front, like right outside the door, the horses get spooked and it takes off. And you can see that there are guards that are starting to come out into this mess as well.
Oh boy.
But
no, it's not my turn yet, though, no.
Yeah. Okay. Davik is stunned. That brings it back up to Sid.
Okay. Positioning check. Both Venn and Garas are now on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you've got Davik, who's probably about like 3 yards or so away from you, and Wedge, not really in between you, but kind of making an obtuse triangle between the 3 of you. So
Gotcha.
you're immediately within melee striking distance of Davik, not within melee within Wedge, not within melee of Davik, and you guys all have such ridiculous move speeds. You've got plenty of movement to get over the edge.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
I think just pats Davik on the shoulder on the way and says, "Go take care of you, boy," and then just sort of does a wicked like swan dive off the edge to tuck and roll.
Great.
And protect the squall. All right. Do you want me to do the Ledger Domain or the acrobatics first?
Do the acrobatics first.
Okay. Look great, but I have a lot plus. Okay. 8 plus. There's only a 16.
So you take 12 damage. As your slightly larger form, one of your horns kind of catches on one of the broken boards of the carriage, and your neck twists uncomfortably. as you don't quite. Now I'm going to go ahead and need that ledger domain check.
Okay. That is much better. Okay. So that's a 6, 6, 4. So it's 12, 16 plus 8 is a 24.
Great. It seems to be fine. Although you do you also now, as I described to Venehn earlier, you can feel it. You can hear the glass grinding against something else in your pocket or something as you make this landing, and you realize it will not take much at all for this thing to break to a million pieces. That was all really movement. Do you want to do anything with your action?
So I'm on top of the carriage?
You're in it.
I'm in it? Great.
Yeah.
And this carriage, are we moving toward the ruckus of the scared horses and everything, or are we moving away?
It's currently not moving, but yes. It was waiting in line, and now there's a lot of people that are kind of getting out into the street. The carriage driver just lost his fare, essentially, so...
Okay.
You do see that Garas is starting to get out the side door and sort of maneuvering his way to the front. You could probably intuit from his body language that he's aiming for the driver's seat.
Okay. This is tough. I want to keep the scroll case safe, but we need to clear a path. And we've got guards coming. Then let's say... You said there's a lady in here?
No, she left.
She left? Okay.
She freaked out and left as soon as a man fell through her ceiling.
Oh, okay, cool.
Man.
But the driver's still here?
Yeah, it's like a Victorian carriage, right? So there's an exposed seat outside of the carriage where the driver sits, and then the enclosed carriage with 4 seats kind of facing each, two by two facing each other in the middle, door on either side.
Okay. Can I I'm gonna make a big fuss of huffing and screaming toward the carriage driver and be like, sir, there's something horrible going on up there. Please, go get help.
Deception for me.
We can get him the fuck out of here. I am on.
Is it a 19 though?
It is. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 6. It's 20 actually. But Van, this thing has just rolled 6s all
Yay.
goddamn night.
Yeah.
This dice. So yes, that's 20.
Great. Yeah, the older gentleman, and he just sort of falls backwards out of the side of his seat, scrambles up to his feet, and just bolts away.
Thank you.
Not exactly what I was looking for, but all right. Is there room to maneuver around?
Yeah, because
right now, yes, and Garas is about to go. So if he's able to get
she's gonna shout it out, turn us around, and get us the fuck out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Great. Let's see. What is it? Might, I believe, strength might to be controlling a carriage. Pretty sure that's what we've done in the past. So go ahead and give me that roll, Garas. Give me a strength might check.
That is a 20. 6,
20.
6, and a 5.
That will do. The horses a bit spooked, but they responding to the snap of the reins. You begin to get them to turn around. I'll say that you have fully turned the carriage around, so it is now facing away from the Venehn home. As the crowd, the mob is basically right behind you at this point. Venehn, in this last round, before we go into a different mode of play, is there anything that you would like to do?
Can I look and see if anyone's following us?
Make a perception.
$17.
In addition to the Venehn guards, the shouting and ruckus happens to have drawn the attention of one of the city guards' carriage.
Oops.
It is a ways down the road, but when we come back from break, it's going to be time for a chase scene.
Yeah!
Oh, boy.
Which I know you guys have been wanting for a long, long time. We're about to have a carriage
boy.
chase.
Oh boy!
So for everybody at home, we're gonna take a quick little break. We're gonna, use the restroom, get a glass of water, take meds,
Feed my
pet
cats.
your dog. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
do what you need, and we would please do the same yourselves, and come back and join us here in 10 minutes or so, whatever. Come join us again. We're gonna wrap this up. Bye. Welcome back, Internet. And hey, Game Mom. We are getting back to the final leg of our game this evening. As the not yet Red Jenny crew have successfully escaped from the Venehn party with the scroll in hand, now in control of a carriage and about to be in a bust-and-ass race. So I haven't explained to the players yet how these rules are going to work, so we're going to do it all together.
Mini game.
I have in front of me here a list of locations. Every other round, I will roll one of these locations at random, and that's where you have gone to, because I didn't want to draw a whole ass map for Orlais. Each of these locations will have a environmental effect to it. Let's see. You are being pursued the whole time. I've also got a D10. I'm going to bust out here. The guards are at a factor of 10 away from you. That's not a specific amount of distance. That is just how many numbers on a die they are away from you. And that's also not just the guards in the carriage. The city is full of guards, so sometimes if they get closer to you, that might be more explained by a new set of guards coming around the corner that is closer. Okay, so every round, whoever is driving the carriage can make a check to push ahead. We won't be in initiative anymore. You guys will all just act in whatever order you want to, and then the guards will act. The driver will also probably be the one who, depending on the environmental thing that is going on around them, be the one who will need to make some sort of check to handle that. Whoever is holding the scroll is going to have to do one action per location to maintain that hold in some way so that it doesn't break. The cart has hit points. If the cart takes too much damage, the cart breaks. And there's probably something in there that I have forgotten, but I didn't write all these things down. So if it comes up, it comes up. Before we get started, I would like Venehn and Yasmera to make me perception hearing checks. Wally, make me a perception seeing check.
$15.
16.
$17.
Great.
Wow.
So you guys all
We
make
can
it.
count.
You did
We
it.
can count.
Garas, as you slap the reins to set the horses to move quickly, you glance up and you see standing at the roof a wounded Davik, wiping his mouth away as he tosses a glass vial down to the ground, holding at his side as he charges forward and leaps and lands on the back of the carriage. You two inside hear the crash and thud as the chase begins. There is a wounded Davik hanging on to the back end of the carriage, and this is where we will begin. The first location is here in Frat Row. Garas, you're going to need to, for one of your actions, you will need to make a strength might check, or an animal handling check, or you could convince me of something else to not run people over, which will do both damage to the cart, slow you down, and probably kill somebody. And like I said, you guys each get 2 actions per round, per location, rather. We'll do one set of actions, the guards will go, another set of actions, the guards will go, and then we'll move on to the next location.
Okay. I'm going to do a strength check to keep control of the carriage.
Okay. We'll go ahead and do that one first.
A 17.
Great. You successfully managed to. You're not able to pick up really a lot of speed doing this, but you're able to sort of dodge and weave the carriage between passersby, shouting at them to get out of the way. Who wants to go next?
Which one of us is better in melee? Is it me?
I think it might be.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy on the roof.
Yeah, roof
I'm gonna
fight!
climb out up onto the roof and try to end this motherfucker.
For you, it's not very difficult. You're very small. You're very lithe. A lot of the roof of the carriage was destroyed as you guys crashed into it, but there's a little bit left on the back and the edges where you're able to purchase. There's no real roll for that.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you want to attack Davik, go right ahead.
How is he holding on? Is he like upright or is he like?
At the moment, he's just hanging on to the back of the carriage. You see, he looks up at you and says, "What do you even want it for?"
I don't see why I have to tell you anything. That knife's going right into his wrist.
Yup.
Stabby stab stab.
I don't owe him an explanation.
It's none of your business,
You
bro.
don't own me.
What did he even want it
None of your
for?
business,
I
dude.
rolled
You
really
don't
good.
own me.
That's a 22.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Definitely.
I don't do a whole lot of knife damage, but when I roll a 6 on the dice, I do. So 7.
Woo!
Okay. You can tell that Davik does not seem to be as deeply wounded as he was when you last saw him.
I just want him to let
Okay.
go.
You see a little bit of red liquid at the edges of his mouth that is a little bit too light in color, perhaps, to be blood. But yeah, you definitely stab him in the wrist. He lets go with that wrist, still clinging on with his other hand as he sort of like swings to the side and swings back around. You said it's 7 damage, was that right?
Yeah.
Great. Sid, you're up.
Okay.
And you're holding on to the thing right now, right?
Yes, I have the scroll. So I'm trying not to do much in the way of jostling. Is there something that Yas could do to help, I guess, speed up the carriage or maybe harry anyone chasing us?
Hit the nos.
You're not going to be able to do anything to speed up the carriage, but you can definitely do something to try to hamper any pursuers. I want you guys to be creative, pull out whatever shenanigans that you want. I want this to be high octane action, and I made it very difficult. So
we just
don't
broke
hold back.
half this carriage. I'm just gonna start throwing the shrapnel of the broken
Nice.
carriage behind us.
That sounds great. What sort of check would you like to use for that? Offhand, I'm thinking athletics, but if there's something else that you think that would apply.
I mean, I have a traps proficiency. Could I use that to be like, okay, like I'm looking at the way they're traveling, like how can I toss this so that it's gonna fuck with the wheels and
I think that counts.
Yep.
sweet. That is a 19.
19. Okay. So you are going to push thems all back slightly. So yeah, that will do it. I'll go ahead and stay above the board with the factor of how far away they are. You push them back one. So they are now at a factor of 11 away from you.
Cool.
Which is going to bring it to the guards and then Davik. So the guards are going to pursue and reduce their factor by 3. They are now only 8 away from you. There's a bell on the guard's carriage. One of them is ringing it. And you can see that there's other city guards like down at the we talked at the beginning of the sessions about how the guardsmen have to do that hourly rotation around the block. Some of those are starting to come around the corners. Let's see. Davik is going to try to scramble to his feet. And does so. So now kind of rocketing, gets his other hand back on his bleeding hand, pulls himself to his feet. He doesn't have quite the same grace that you do, so looks like his footing isn't quite as steady, but he is now standing head to head with you. Garas.
Okay, so what does it look like right in front of me right now?
Right now, you've gotten far enough away from most of the mob that there's no real threat there. There are guards further ahead down the way. Mostly got a clear straightaway. And
pretty much the only thing I can do right now is I already did like one check to see if I can control it. I still have a good. This second controlling check is the second check I can make. The second action for this location
will just push you further ahead. Okay. Depending on how well you roll on the roll, you'll gain distance.
Okay.
Or you could not do that. Stay at 8 and do something else that you think might be beneficial.
That's what I was thinking. Because like I don't think there's anything else really I can do except just try to pull on further ahead and control it. Yeah. So I'll see if there's anything else, but nah.
I think that's good though, because if we can just like really get away, welcome.
I rolled really well too. So that is a 17, but I got double 5s.
I don't think we're going to do stunts for this.
Got it. Okay, I just want to make sure. But I got a 17 again.
17, so that's going to push you guys ahead by 1. You're back up to a 9. Who wants to go next?
I mean, I'm fighting this guy, so
you don't also. We're not in like strict initiative order kind of things. If there is something that you want to do together, that is also always an option. But
what do you think, Yasmera?
We don't have Nas. Unless that's what I should have packed. Damn it.
Should have. Yep.
That was the hint that Sita was trying to give me.
Yeah, you got me. Feed the horses some PCP before you go.
So I think the best bet is to attempt to harry our pursuers or keep anyone from pursuing us in the first place. So they're 9 away. And we've got people on foot
as well as
around the corners.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You're also starting to hear other alarm bells further away.
Other alarm bells further away. Okay. Then we're going full ridiculous cartoon chase. Are there any carts or awnings that I could take a trick shot at to
There we go.
Yeah,
knock in
for
front
sure.
of some
Oh,
people
yeah.
and harry some folks?
Yeah. We'll say there's an awning over kind of over the sidewalk of one of the and if you were to you can feel the wind. You have one of those really very intelligent. You have one of those almost Sherlock moments where you're like, oh, I knew it. So you think that if you were to able to hit this thing just right, you could detach the fabric and it would fall in the street behind you, potentially entangling up in the cart.
Beautiful.
Go ahead,
Doing
make
it.
me an attack roll then.
All right. $18.
Great. That is going to move you guys up by 1. You're back to 10.
Beautiful. Can we say that the awning actually hit a cart, and then the cart spilled a bunch of cabbages in front of people, and then a poor man said, "My cabbages!" Because I'd really
Yes,
Okay.
just 100%.
amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a very sad cabbage vendor that was up at 2:00 in the morning, moving his wares to get ready for
You know what? Sometimes you're a little
the
drunk
marketplace.
and you just want some cabbage, bro. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, gotta love that
that
late
meat.
night. Gotta love that late night coleslaw, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
I think coleslaw's gross.
Well, it could be a cabbage roll then.
Gotta love some good late night soggy mayo-y
Blah.
No,
Bleh.
Blah.
The
Could be a
coleslaw's not good.
vinegar-based coleslaw dressing.
The coleslaw's
I don't like.
Vinegar based.
Could be minestrone. I don't know what they're making with the cabbages. Then what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and I'm gonna
He's a dwarf.
try to and the rest of them
Hmm.
are human probably, but I don't discriminate. I'm
Bunch of
going
Aarakocra.
to try to make him lose his footing.
Great.
I'm gonna do a little feint, a little bluff, and try to knock him off balance and trip him off the top.
Okay.
What
so
would
make
be
it-
better for stopping a carriage than a whole dwarf?
Whole ass dwarf.
Whole ass dwarf.
So you wanting to do a deception for that?
Excuse me. Yeah. Here's my deception. There it is.
Dude, what isn't there?
Yeah, if
isn't
I
there
was
a
using-
form of sneak attack that it uses.
It's the bluff
It's
one.
backstab. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bluff. If I were to use that, it's my deception versus his self-discipline.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
You're going to be kind of in a combat-y situation, or at least whoever's interacting with that.
fine with that.
Pseudo combat.
$20.
Woo!
Grim, set determination washes over his face as you faint to the right, and his steely gaze remains locked on yours.
Dang.
Damn it.
Then
But you can still attack, right? If you fail that check, it just doesn't. give
yeah,
extra
you just
damage
don't
or
you just
anything.
don't get the bonus. Peachy's fine. Fine. Yeah, I'll fucking stab him.
Yeah.
Tried to be cool about it. He's just gonna get stabbed now. Ooh. It's a 20.
That'll hit.
It's fuck all 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Let's see. The pursuing guards. Hot on your tail and coming around corners. Move up 3 points to a 7. Davik is going to return kind with kind. So Then if you can beat a 13 with your perception. Is it perception? What was the... No, we just said it. He's doing a bluff. Yeah, he's doing a bluff on you. Discipline, that's what it was.
Good. It's known a Tower of Will.
Tower of Will!
Our will.
17.
Yeah, that beats.
Nice.
So Steely Gaze met by Steely Gaze. He is going to make a swing at you. And of course, that rolls really fucking high. So 10, 16. Yeah, I'm going to assume a 20 hits.
Yep.
And you are going to eat 7 damage there.
That's fine.
Okay, and with that, you guys leave the area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. As we move. Great. You, Garas, you turn hard, skidding slightly as the cart comes around a corner. And you head through down a few blocks. Pursuers in hot pursuit. There's 2 carriages now behind you. Noise within the city is starting to get loud as you pass out of this area into the Summer Bazaar. So it is much more narrow here. There is a lot more stuff. You're traveling down a boulevard with vendors on either side, and you know that you're approaching a massive tent that is set up over the top of the street, so it's sort of like an open air market in the middle, and then the street exits out on the other side. So the environmental effect here is if you're not able to make some sort of attempt to dodge and weave, it could be the same strength might, it could be a different check if you fail the check, the cart will take damage as it smashes through stuff.
Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to make one roll to see if I can dodge and weave through the stuff, but also I would yell back at Yasmera to cut that tent once we pass through it completely, to see if you can cut one of the ropes of the tent so that it falls on the carriage behind us that are chasing us. So I'll regale that back to her.
Yeah, free info there. So what check would you like to make to maintain?
I'll do the.
Also, I'm also really in favor of being loose with the focus ability score pairing. So, I don't know what your skills or stats are off the top of my head, but if like a stamina might or a strength, a constitution might or a strength stamina or something.
Oh no, strength is best one for this, so I'm not even gonna argue it. Ooh, and I'm really hot too. That is a 15.
15. Okay. Right on the nose. There's a couple of vases, like 3 foot tall vases that are set a little bit in your way. Smash past those. There's no damage to the cart or yourselves. You're narrowly. The whole carriage. This is looser cobblestone. The whole carriage is rattling along as you guys bounce down the road.
Can I also do a second action? My second action for this also?
We're going to do them all in rounds, so
okay.
the guards will have a chance to go. But yeah, when we come back around to you, happily. Who would like to go next? There are pinions over the crisscrossing across the street. There's your imagination is the limit of the junk and obstacles and whatnot in this area.
I got one.
Do it.
As we get into the bazaar, I'm gonna jump and grab something overhead and absolutely swing my feet into this guy's chest and try to
Nice.
kick him off.
Nice.
Nice.
I want him gone.
Get
Get
out!
off our car.
I don't know what to roll
Get
for
out!
that.
Get out of here.
Maybe acrobatics?
I'm thinking
like
acrobatics.
A trapeze?
I'm just trying to consider what to oppose it with. I think I'm going to roll.
Nothing. He's so
You're
so
gonna do-
shocked that he just can't.
Yeah, so
He's
just
very determined
He has
to
a
not
heart
get
attack.
killed when he
make a
gets
save.
back.
Yeah, just he's stunned by your cool moves.
Orzammar will not be pleased with them.
Yeah, if
so
he
I'm gonna
makes it out alive.
I'm gonna roll strength might. You go ahead and roll your acrobatics. Man,
Venen's fucking spicy today.
so is Davik.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, that will do it though.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, you beat him pretty handily there. I'm going to roll an acrobatics for him. He might be able to catch onto something and maybe get back onto the cart next round, but you have successfully kicked him. He is like, you kick him square in the chest and he is full falling back like this.
Yay.
Nice.
That's
This is a
pretty
very
cool.
stubborn dwarf.
It's fine, I'm an outliving.
Sorry.
I think
We're almost here
Wilder
with him.
realized-
I'm sorry, can my move be Venehn does this awesome like
Yank him.
acrobatic
Yank him.
boom.
Yank him.
Can I? No, man. I'm just gonna pick up like half of the frame of the fucking
Yes.
and just toss it in his head and like keep the momentum.
Yes.
And
Just chuck it, yes.
here's what I'm imagining. You have fully kicked Davik off of the back, but he is able to grab on with his one unwounded hand on the very bottom of the luggage rack on the back. So he is being dragged fully along the ground. Will be taking damage every round and is barely purchased onto this thing. But that's where his body is at.
Then can I just pull the pin on the luggage rack and let it go flying?
Bye. Bye bye.
Can I do a ledger domain for that? I'm
Yeah.
just like, can I find the one pin that would just let the thing go?
Look,
I'd
it's there.
I think ledger domain or traps.
Cool, they're the same. So I like the visualization of just being like, he's like, and I'm like, what's the easiest way? Right there. Zoink.
Bye bye.
This isn't our carriage. Give a shit what happens to it.
That's pretty good. 20.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and also say that moves you guys up 1 point away from the guards, as there is now a whole bunch of carriage and dwarf in the road behind you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
I just wave
okay.
and hop back down into the carriage. Yes, that was awesome.
The guards, and that also, the guards rolled very poorly. They do not gain any ground on you guys. You are still at an 8.
Yeah, they just ran over a damn door.
Davik
Really?
is out of the shit now. So now it's back up to Garas again. Or whoever
Okay.
wants to go first.
I would like look back at Yasmera and Venehn. And
We've got you. Just get us going.
Yeah, and I will just keep on going through, make sure they time it just right. Oh boy. That's an 18.
18 strength might to just gun it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to put you one more away. You're now up to 9. Yeah.
Then you want to do the alley-oop of us getting through this tent and then just cut it on both sides
Yeah.
and let it parachute
Let it
into
fall.
the back of yeah.
Okay, go for that then.
Can I do a ledger domains again on this?
I feel like this is more of an attack roll thing.
Okay, attack roll.
God, I can't do math today.
22.
Nice.
17.
You guys push yourselves a total of 3 away, putting you at a factor of 12. You guys are doing significantly well here. That's everybody's second action?
Yeah.
Geese.
Okay. Guards do middling well. They pull themselves back up to 10, their starting distance. As you guys pass through the main tent, cut a couple of flaps as you go, and the front of the tent kind of flops down. You hear curse, and like one of the guards falls off of the carriage, but you see it blast through the tent. You definitely gained some room. You lost a little bit of the heat from some of the guards, but they are still well behind you. Let's see. This is also taking a bit of time. We are this.
Are there any other horses?
Yeah.
In the street.
That's the Nos.
That's our Nos.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just gonna bolt them.
Yeah. You just grab a horse.
literally like jump on another horse. and,
I do
like,
have
Oh.
riding. as
We
a
have
skill.
rope.
Yeah. Everybody make a free perception. Perception seeing.
Oh.
No, this is a great idea.
She's
My
like,
riding
keep
is
going
really
back to,
good.
How do we go faster?
Yeah.
My
We need
riding
more horsepower.
is
I gotta-
technically
More horsepower.
my riding
That's
is
what it
technically
is.
better than my acrobatics.
That's
I got
incredible.
I got a 12 for my perception.
I am on.
16.
This has not rolled anything less than a 6 in
Leaf
45
dice.
minutes.
Leaf
like,
dice.
12, 14 is 16 plus 7 is a 23.
And Vin, what did you get again?
16.
16. Okay. You and Yaz both are able to spot. Let's say there's it's in that kind of really late night turning into early morning where the blackness of the sky is starting to get like just a little bit of a hint of blue to it. And you can see there is some sort of worker who is currently saddling up a horse on the side of the road. That in the guys are leaving in this round. It's a really cool idea. One of you could hop onto that horse before we enter into the next section. It'll be like a free acrobatics. I'll throw it at you.
I got this.
Do it.
You can
You
do it.
do it.
Pull it off. You could do it.
Like, this is my thing.
You do this. This is your thing.
21.
Yes.
21. Easy. You leap across, land on the horse. The guy has just put the saddle up, just cinched it. You land on it, grab the reins. Yeah. And he's like, ah!
Can I like throw some coins out? Just like out of my pocket, just like ah.
Sure thing.
That I
Just have
feel
something nice.
that I feel a little bad for. Horse expensive,
Yeah.
and that man didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything to that.
I'd
man at
just
all.
throw him a coin purse. Just like, ah.
And can my action be to tie a rope? Like I want to go up, tie a rope up where Garas is, and then can I do
I thought
something dexterity based to toss the rope?
I thought you
over
did
to-
one to cut the tent.
Oh no, that's right. Okay, so this would be the next round. Never mind.
Yeah, we're going into a new location.
Okay, cool.
And Yasmera, I'm really sorry. When you took that swing and you cut the rope, the jostling of the cart, you felt your body smash against the side slightly, and you heard the cracking of glass. Oh no!
Fuck!
Forgot to take it.
I forgot to what?
This. You get one. You need to take one action per location to
That's right, it's
maintain
not
the scroll.
automatic.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that
shit!
was a whole action.
I didn't know that was a whole action.
I thought it was
Uh,
automatic.
Yeah, I thought you were
I
just
tell you
calling
this.
for a roll.
I thought you were calling for rolls,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I tell you this. You put your hand in your pocket. It's chipped. It is not shattered.
Okay. Okay.
Don't forget.
So I have to use
Just
one of the
like just like
actions.
whoever is running the cart has to do an action for these environmental effects. Whoever's holding the scroll has to do.
Okay, so
one
one
of
of
their
my
two
actions I have to dedicate
Uh-huh.
to taking care of the scroll.
Uh-huh.
Understood. Got it.
Uh-huh. You could potentially be creative and find a way. I can't think of any off the top of my head to be creative to take care of the scroll and hamper your enemies or something like that in the same action. But that's
Okay.
something you'll have to come up with.
Okay, got it. Understood.
Okay. Zooming out of the Summer Bazaar, rattling down the road, the globed theater of the Grand Royaux Theater starts to become visible as you pass by. The roads here are smooth. So the environmental situation here is not something that you have to have a specific action for, Gears. What this will do is any might checks that you or the guards make to hustle along will have double the benefit.
Okay.
Not double your roll, but whatever number I would apply from your roll will be doubled. Make sense? And that applies to them as well.
Okay.
Zooming past the Grand Royaux Theater, the theater district. Amusingly, the marquee of the Fasting of the Furious is still up as you guys whiz past. And who wants to go first?
I mean, I guess I'll go first, unless
Do
you guys
it.
have something planned.
Nah, gun it.
Okay, I'm gonna make this roll. See if I can get it.
Or do we want to let Venn go first to try to get the other horse in here so we can double our horsepower?
I could do that.
It's not.
So you're trying to hook up a third horse?
Yeah. Okay. This is how it's going in my mind. I'm sorry. My mind is just full of cartoon action chasing.
It is
right now.
actually how it works because horses together can pull loads significantly faster than
Yeah.
alone.
The harness for this carriage was definitely only designed for 2 horses. However, you guys do have rope.
Here's
wow
my
me.
thought.
Yeah.
Here's my thought. My first action, Yaz's first action, tie off rope to where Garas is at, like I was saying, and then toss rope to Venn. Venn can then tie off and ride horse over to start pulling carriage, and then Garas guns it with
Good idea.
extra horse.
I'll put him in front like Rudolph.
Yeah. That works.
What would be a rope handling check?
Legerdemain?
Yeah, legitimate. Yeah.
See that.
Yeah.
I think Legerdemain actually even says something about like lasso rope
Yeah,
tricks.
isn't like
Yeah.
also that's part of trap making? Like you have to make legitimate rolls like before you have the trap stuff.
I'm not 100% about that one.
Yeah. I mean, also that could be technically part of trap making.
I'm
too, 'cause
gonna
you're trying
look
to
at.
not-
I'm gonna take a quick look at focuses real quick here.
This is a great idea.
This is the best idea we ever had.
This
This
is
is
one of our
fucking
good
ridiculous.
ones. No,
is
this
the
is
best
really
one.
It's
good.
ridiculous and I
this
love
is-
it.
No, this is perfect. I love every single.
All
thing about
because
this
we
game.
couldn't get Nas. So what is
That's his
Dragon
horse's-
Age version
Yeah,
of
what-
Nas?
I mean-
I'm naming this horse Nos.
yes.
Yes, there we go.
Come on, Nas.
It's just the way my cartoon logic brain worked with this is that we tie the horse up to the carriage, right? And Garas is all like, "Oh my God, we're not going fast enough." And then Venn is like, "Don't worry, I have the nos ready to go." And he pulls out a can of beans, puts it in, and he feeds it to the horse. And then you see like from Fast and the Furious when they activate the nos, you see it going through like the innards of the carpet. You see it going through the horse's tummy, and it goes from his mouth down his throat to the tummy, and you see in the tummy a little bubble pops up, and it zooms out from the tummy, and then the horse farts, and it goes faster.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how We get Nos.
And yet Wally was the one that was like, "That's not how fucking horsepower
Look,
works."
I'm just leading into it now. I'm just accepting this as it is now. That's what I'm doing. I'm just accepting it as it is, and
See,
just
this
going
isn't the
with it.
prequel. This is actually the cartoon episode.
Yeah.
Like, it's the
This one's
animated episode.
this one
This is
is
the anime
animated.
episode. Yeah, this is 100% animated.
Here's what I'm going to do. I will let you use ledger domain, but I think it's going to be a cunning-based ledger domain.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually better for you.
It's actually it's exactly the same. So
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Cena thought he was on some real shit for a second.
I was just trying to be more
Oh, it had us
accurate. I wasn't trying to screw you
appropriate.
over, but
No,
yeah.
100%. No,
I
that
thought he
is
had us. Just like I got them.
10, 14,
But it wasn't like that though.
You sound exactly like him.
I know. I was working really hard at my seed impersonation.
14 plus 8 is 22.
Wow.
Very good.
Dang.
That is some awesome stuff. Okay.
Big,
I am on
Um,
fire tonight, y'all.
big numbers.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
All right. So, then I'm going to want the same check from you as you guys are team working this. 22 is great. That is going to move you guys 2 points. Actually, I'm going to wait to see if this successfully works from you, and then we'll do that together.
Okay, what am I doing?
Give me. I'm going to say there's a variety of roles you could do here. You could do ledger domain. You could do crafting. I'll even give you writing, just so that you maintain the horse in the right spot whilst Yasmera does the tying of the ropes.
If we're involving rope and tying it skillfully, I'll take riding, but I want to make.
You gonna do a seduction roll? Because
No.
you again.
That's what it
that's
sounds. That's what I
Shibari.
thought you were going
No.
with.
That's what
this.
I thought.
Like,
I 100% thought you were going there.
that's where my brain went. I was like, no. don't.
Why?
Because it's Venehn.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the only reason why I think Venehn would have that knowledge of ropes. No
Please
other
don't
reason.
seduce the horse.
Not because he's
No.
he's in the
That's-
wilderness or anything. Just
No.
because, yeah, sexy times.
I was gonna argue for bows because Venehn had to make his own bows and string them for his entire life.
Oh.
You
Oh.
fucking
That's way more-
freaks! You disgusting perverts!
You disgusting pervert.
See, now I sound rational. What do you think of that, Sita?
Go for it.
Yay!
Yeah, I would much rather use bows than seduction, please.
My riding is 2, but my bows is 3.
Hey.
It doesn't say shooting; it just says bows.
It does say
This
just
is true.
bows.
This is true.
Oh.
1, 22, 23.
23,
Yes.
great.
Y'all was
Yes.
good at bows.
Very good. So you guys pull a full 4 points ahead with that.
You nasty freaks.
You guys are up to 14 distance, but that is everybody's first action, right?
I didn't do my
Garrus
first
hasn't
action.
gone
you're-
yet.
Yeah,
you haven't
Garrus
done
gotta
that. Yep. Get
So
in there.
now
Garrus.
because they fell even further, because we now pulled ahead. Now I'm gonna gun it.
With extra horse.
Horse
This is
power.
2. We have two horse or 3 horse now.
We have
Did we?
3 horse
Horse.
now.
3 horse. Yeah, this
Three horse.
motherfucker is in front like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What?
That better
That's a
be
triple
4,
six. That's a triple
Yes!
six for me.
All right.
Baby.
That's that is a 21 for
Santa
me.
Claus is coming. It's
Wait,
now.
no, not 21. 22.
18. I mean, it
Plus
should be more
5.
than that, isn't it? Right?
Oh no, it's 25. Yes, 25.
Yeah,
it's
'cause you
plus,
got,
plus
you got
5.
all of your strength, and I'm pretty sure you
So
have
it's
a
23.
focus
It's
in there,
23.
right?
23. No, I don't have a focus in writing. I never did take it.
Might.
Might. Nope. I just been rolling straight strength the
not,
entire
Not
time.
might or driving.
Nope.
I'm driving.
I don't got any.
Oh, okay,
No.
cool. Well, you're just.
Why are you always the one that
well, ding dang
drives?
strong.
I
Just
don't
ding
because
dang
it's
strong.
strength based.
Because
That's
of
why.
strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
I don't
Okay.
get like the focus, but I still have really high strength that I can make good rolls with it.
Okay, so normally that roll would push you 2 points ahead, but as I said, since you guys are on the straightaway, that's going to push you 4 points ahead, putting you at a whopping 18. You guys cleared a lot of distance there. Now it's time for the guards.
Got it.
Ah,
They give up.
Yeah, they gave
No,
up. They're like,
They
They
They're
give
they're
up.
too-
and
they're too
they
far
take their
away.
ball and they go home.
They're like,
they
dang.
kind of do the
They're like,
opposite
dang,
of that.
they're too far away.
Damn it.
Like, they got a horse that's firing nitros. Oh man, we can't catch up to them. Let's go home.
So they would normally pull 3 points off with that roll, but because of the straightaway, they are going to pull 6 points off, taking you from 18 to 12. You guys are still further ahead than you started. You're doing really good. But that first round from them definitely brought them in closer. And again, this is a lot more of like other guards popping around the corner, another cart. You guys aren't even necessarily being chased by the original cart. You're running from the city, not from a
the
single
fuzz.
guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
These fuckers are asking to die.
They really
Yep.
are.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Second set of actions for the theater district. And actually, hold on. Before we do that, I would like everybody who has their head somewhere outside of the cart to make a perception seeing check.
I can do that.
$15.
19.
2 15s and a 19. Great. Okay, take your actions.
18 and a 19.
15, 18, 19.
Yes.
Give me your actions.
Okay.
I'm taking cushions out of this carriage.
Uh-huh.
I'm using one to carefully stuff down my shirt with the fucking scroll. And I'm using another one to toss it out to hear the people behind us.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah, there we go.
Does that work?
The fuck skill check? What skill check would you like to use for that?
Legerdemain.
Do you
Legerdemain.
Sure. We'll do
Very
Legerdemain.
carefully
For
shoving
placement.
it down.
Make dexterity pillows.
Dexterity pillows, yes.
You gotta have stump points for that one.
Yeah, you do.
Wish.
Okay, stuff your bra check.
Exactly. Stuff
Deception?
Deception?
Look.
Got that too. Plus 8 is 20.
Okay. That is going to move you 2.
And this scroll's good. Scroll's
good.
Okay.
Yep, scroll's good this round.
Okay, I'm going to gun it forward unless Venn wants to do anything first.
Can I make horse go faster?
Yeah, can we make horse go
Let's
faster?
go faster.
Animal handling or ride.
I got riding. Actually, I got animal handling too, but my riding is way better because it's under dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay, Nos.
Come on, Nos.
Lil
Can we
Nos.
do it?
Lil Nas X.
20.
Nice.
20. 2 more.
Nice.
Good.
We owe this horse like a lot of carrots.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do.
So many good traits after this.
Yeah, Nas, Maserati, and Ferrari are gonna get a lot of carrots after this.
Yeah.
I got a 19 for my might, for my strength check.
Nice.
Pull
You
forward.
did just gun it harder.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. That would normally be 1. That's going to turn it up to a 2. You guys have pulled away. You went from 18 to 12, back up to 18. That's all 3 of you for the second set of actions for the theater district. Great. Guards did stupid good. So that's a 17 plus their shit is going to move you guys back. Again, it would be 3, doubled to 6, back to 12 again. You guys kind of keeping pace, pushing ahead. They're pushing forward as well. Now with those perception seeing checks, it's early morning now. And Garas, there's a moment that flits through your mind, thinking, it's getting early. Papa's probably going for a walk right now. And as the cart zips by, eating a sort of breakfast wrap, some
No.
eggs and meat.
You're putting an
And,
old man in front of our cart?
No, hold on. Just sort of strolling. He just came out of a side road. The cart rips by. All of the food and stuffing sort of like flies out of his wrap as you do. And Garrus, there's this like slowed down moment in time where you and your father make eye contact as he's like,
It's the Umbrella Academy meme of like,
I'm just like, I'm like, as it going by, I'm like, Dad. It just keeps on.
hi. As you guys blast on through to the next area. Oh, fun. All right. you guys zip past the area of the University of Orlais. You, in fact, have to. There's a moment where just coming out of the theater district, a couple of sets of guards pop out with a bit of trap of their own, completely cutting off the roads. You're coming to like a T intersection, so your only option is you're not able to make a turn. You go straight over this low rise wall. The cart, I'm not going to do any damage to the cart for this, but you guys bounce and crash into the greens, the open quad area of the University of Orlais. This is open green cut grass, and there are a few hedges and things in the way. The environmental for this one is that the guards are going to be better at their attack rolls against the cart, which I haven't taken any of yet. But if they were to make attack rolls, there's just not a whole lot going on. It's not as flat as the theater area, so there's no bonuses to speeding as you're kind of running along on loose ground. But there's no real cover or anything either. Yeah, you'll have to be more creative with coming up with ways to hamper them, the riders along with this cart.
I
Yes.
think I've got mine.
Go for it.
Are there any students out yet?
No,
Nobody?
it's. I know. I when I designed this, I wanted there to be, but you guys got this done a lot earlier than I thought in the night, so it is still real. It's like
Nobody's
4
like walk of shaming it.
Yeah, really? No, nothing.
Like a drunk group?
Christina, roll me a percentile.
Okay.
91 or higher, and there's some
Oh.
students about.
Fuck.
It's a
Alright.
10%.
That's 10% chance. Alright. Alright. Percentile. 42. No. Meaning
Yeah.
of life, but no.
Yeah. And there might be at some point, but you guys are whizzing along so fast, just in these, handfuls of seconds that you're passing through these areas. No, there's nobody out and about.
Shit. Okay, then I need a second. Is gonna rally the socialist crew. Let's take it to the man.
You could maybe fire an arrow at the bell or something. I don't know.
I'm thinking that, or I might use mine to try and damage their cart at this point.
Oh yeah, I never really told you guys you could do that. Yeah, absolutely. You guys can try to destroy. And again, like there are other carts that are following you, but if you're able to destroy one of those carts, that's going to move the die back significantly.
Okay.
And it's just a straightaway. There's this pretty much just a straightaway for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Presuming that you're trying to get like back to the gates of the university and get back out on a street or something. Yeah. You'll have to blast through a little bit of hedges, but I'm not even going to make that like a necessary roll.
Okay.
It is something you might be able to use to your advantage, those hedges, but
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Could I do a thing where that I do a juke kind of thing? So it looks like I'm about to like go through I'm making it look like I'm about to plow through these hedges.
And instead you like
on.
go to the side.
Then I
of
just
them.
cut off at the last minute and just go through an open entrance kind of thing.
that sounds neat. Go for that. I'm actually
Could that
going
be
to
a
ask for a
deception?
deception.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if that could be a deception. Dope.
Yeah, absolutely. While you're rolling that, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to grab a drink real quick. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
do it.
Okay. Well, I rolled really well.
Yay! What are you thinking, Ven?
I got no fucking clue.
Okay.
Other than
Is
make
straight
horse
away?
go faster.
Yeah.
I cannot do math. Oh, 8%.
Okay, do we want to do some really bananas cartoony shit?
All right, what do we got?
I got a 31.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
That's
because my deception is 8. That's why.
Oh,
that's
that,
insane.
Garrus, that is fantastic.
Wait, no, not 31. No, I did that number wrong. No, not 31. That's impossible. I got 31. No, it's 21. Yes.
Okay. That's still great. That's still wonderful. That's going to move you 2 points. 14. See, that's your first action. There's no required actions from you for this location. Because the environmental is easier. You guys are easier to hit. Very easy to hit too, for what it's worth. So yeah, who wants?
Yeah.
Cartoon brain again.
Yeah.
Piece of rope.
Yep.
You tie one to an arrow. I tie one to a bolt. We get them through some hedges or somewhere on the side. We set up a tripwire.
We tripwire 'em.
And
Nice.
we tripwire.
Yeah, we do that.
Nice. Do it.
Okay. Yeah. I think probably the same roles or similar roles as the stunt you guys pulled in the last area.
So attack rolls.
Yeah, or trap, or not really ledger to main. Venn could do a riding, because you're still on that horse, right? Like
Yeah,
you
I'm
never got
still on
back
a
in the cart.
horse.
Yeah.
I'm on a horse.
I'm gonna do attack roll.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. I did not roll very good.
I didn't either.
17.
8 plus 9 is also a 17.
Okay. Well, that's a point from each of you. You guys are up to a factor of 16. This is the third location, correct?
Yeah.
Kind of lost track. Yep. Okay. The guards now get 2 actions per round as more of the
Are
city
you
has
counting
been.
where we started?
Yeah.
Then it would be
This is the fourth, though.
4.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I
It'd
meant
be
actually.
where
Is that
we
we've done 3 zones. You know now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I misspoke, but yeah, that is what I meant. All right, so now the guards get 2 actions per rotation.
What are they doing about the fucking tripwire we set up in the
Yeah.
road?
Yeah.
Well, that's relative. That shows the 2 points that you guys pulled ahead. One of the carts gets snagged, right? Like one of you guys just take 2 guys off the top of the cart. One of the horses falls over like a cart's done. But there's
That's
still
all I
tons.
wanted. That's all I
there's still
wanted. I just wanted
tons
to
of
hear
guards
the comical
chasing you.
description
Yeah.
of a cart.
Oh yeah, totally.
Falling
Yeah.
over. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So let's see. One of them is going to attempt to damage the cart. One of their actions. Yeah. Bolts begin to fly out. I guess one of the bolts hits a horse in the flank, doing a bit of damage. Their other action is going to be to try to pull forward. Not gaining a ton of ground, but 2 points. Your cart is not so much your cart, but your whole thing, your whole deal is slightly damaged, and you guys are they have pulled up to a 12. That's the first of everyone's actions
Yes.
in
Mhm.
the university area, right? All right,
Yeah.
Correct.
let's get another round going.
Okay. Can I attempt to drift this cart?
Tokyo Drift.
I would hope so, yeah.
Okay, because I want to drift this cart. Like I see this like a sharp turn coming up where the gate that we're supposed to be getting out of the university. It's like you have to make a right. It's like you can either keep on. You have to like peel off, turn off to the right to kind of make it to the gate without like slow. But you're gonna slow down. I want to drift, so we go drifting through the gate, and it causes these other cars to kind of like have to like turn, and they slow themselves down at the same time. Because
Yeah,
I want,
that's great.
I want Tokyo drift through this gate.
That's definitely going to be a Mitra drive, so give me that strength.
Okay, that's 21.
21 will do. That is 1 point ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 2 points ahead. 14. Yeah, the wet grass, the morning dew, the wooden wheels of the carts. You jerk on the reins. Venehn, you feel the rope connecting your horse and you to the rest of the carriage pull. You're able to intuitively, you and Garas beginning already now to have this sort of almost psychic awareness of each other. You're like, oh shit, he's drifting, just like in the play. And so you yank on the reins just in time to get the horse. You guys drift through the. You do the Orlesian drift, and
because
one of the back wheels bangs against the gate, not enough to do damage, but you just to show that you guys were this close to smashing into the gates, but successfully pulled off the maneuver.
My dad used to be called the DK back in the day. Used to be called Drift King. Or that was his initials for his name, but I always assumed.
Not Donkey Kong.
No, it's not Donkey Kong. Why would I call my dad Donkey Kong? That's a silly name.
I feel like all we've been doing right now. I feel like Donkey Kong with all of like the throwing shit off the
We
screen.
haven't thrown any barrels yet.
Nah, no barrels yet.
Only because I don't have any.
Exactly.
Or do we have a blue shell? What do we have as the equivalent of a blue shell to throw at
Some
these
cushions.
Nothing.
So technically, we wouldn't be able to get a blue
sorry.
shell because we're in first, not second.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to have a blue shell in this race.
Okay. Can we say what are those like those greenery statuaries called?
Topiary.
Topiary.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say there's a big old like
Dinosaur.
it's like a prized topiary that's like a depiction of the founder of the fucking university.
Sure.
I want to chop this bitch's head off, take some of the foliage, stuff it down my shirt, and then toss the fucking thing out the back. I'm just like, she's just gonna she's just gonna get bigger, like
you're just getting fatter as you go,
and fatter just to protect this thing. But then, like as she does that, just chuck the rest out the back.
Someone
said yes last round. I
This.
can't see a good reason for me to say no this round.
Incredible.
But you're getting ridiculous looking, and I feel like there is a point where stuffing more shit into your clothes is not necessarily going to help the situation.
Then I'm just gonna
but
like cut it down and then like create a little nest for it. I think is the next.
That's fine. That's
the next
fine.
idea. But for now, no. We're just looking very thick. Would this be an attack roll? Could this be traps?
You could do traps for this. I'll let you do traps.
5 and 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 8 is 21.
21 will do. Good fucking roll too. Yeah. As you guys are passing by, approaching the gates, Garas is starting his drift. No, actually, at the peak of the drift, you guys are passing by this topiary. You take out your dagger with one hand, balancing, cut the head off of this Arthur Eggfort looking ass motherfucker, and grab the head and shove it into your bodice, tossing other parts of it behind you. Yeah.
You said get creative, Sita.
I did. No. That look wasn't that. That look was I wanted to start doing Arthur Eggfort quotes, and that's not the time or place for this. So. A life for a life, eh? Ben.
I think I gotta get off this horse. Yeah, can I make my way back onto the roof?
Yeah, you can make an acrobatics. That doesn't really do a whole lot to move the die a whole lot, but if you feel like you're in a better position on the cart,
I'm setting myself up.
That sounds great.
$18.
Will do. That will absolutely do. So you're
Toss
back
the
on the
rope
cart.
down to Garas.
Grab the rope.
Yep. So we can just kind of add that to one of your hands holding onto the reins. Is that all of your second actions?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody's got a
so.
second.
Yep.
All right. So the guards. As you guys pass out of the university area, you see there's a line of guards with pikes, and they are going to attempt to stab those pikes into the spokes of the wheels of the carriage. And the carriage is going to take... You guys lose one wheel. Garas, your drive checks just went up in difficulty.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, bitches. We got 3 horses now.
Yeah.
You got
We have
3
3
horses and 3
wheels.
wheels. Yeah.
So it's like the faster we
Oh.
go, the more reckless.
I can already see where Sid's brain is going there. You might want to communicate that one. But let me do the other action from the guards, as they're going to try
Oh, I
to
think I know what
also
you're thinking.
gain ground on you guys. Fuck, dude. Yeah. So that's 4. You guys are... You were at a 15. You're now at 11. You're still doing really great at keeping a distance. But the difficulty is ramping up. We are going to move into... what time do we got? We're going to do one more area. We're going to go to the Spire. You zip across a few districts of town, kind of no-name stuff. We're not needing a whole lot of narration, but you come around a corner, almost having been lost. You're not 100% sure, and you come around a corner right into one of the most dangerous places, at least for you, in Orlais, the open gardens around the massive tower of the White Spire, home of the Templars and the Mages of Orlais. So the threat here are Templars and Mages.
Okay.
We gotta lose the cart.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We gotta jump on the horses. We gotta lose
Yep.
the cart. We're gonna
That's
get
what we
out
have.
of here.
That's the only thing we can do. Yeah. I'm going to look back at the others and say, "This is the last stop for the cart," and I will try to climb off the back of off from the cart onto one of the horses.
Yep. We're going to go for acrobatics, or is there a balance? I don't believe there is.
Nah.
Rowing, stamina. I'm going to say it's going to be acrobatics, or I'm going to say stamina is like balance.
Okay. I'm gonna say that. That's 18.
That'll do.
That's me.
Let's go next.
I'm gonna take one final shot
Do it.
at the carriage that's chasing us and try to wedge an arrow in the spokes of the wheel.
Okay.
$22.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey, 7.
Yeah. You angle the arrow just right. Gets caught in the spokes of the wheel. This cart is moving so fast. The arrow is immediately snapped in half, and you're like, shit. But that does not eliminate its usefulness. The half of the arrow caught in the spokes still snaps a few of those spokes of the wheel. That cart also now mostly, and honestly, I'm going to be real. These guards not nearly as cool as you guys are. That cart just loses control. Boom. So I'm going to move you back a couple for that.
All right. I have to get on the horse because I have to use my next one to protect this scroll.
Yeah.
So I am hardcore parkouring onto a second horse. I will leave Nas for Venehn because they have a connection now. So I'll grab Maserati. Acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. 6 plus 4 plus 3 is 13. Plus 8 is a 21.
21 will do. You can get up on the horse. So that's all three of you guys for the first round. So guards, we're gonna do 2 pushes. So that's gonna move them back 2. And this one, that's gonna push them closer 3. They're up to 8, which I believe is the closest they've been to you the entire time. So environmental first round. The guards are shouting out to. There's a few Templars down on the ground. So you don't see any mages. The Templars are going to make an attack on. We're going to say Garas, one of the Templars. Close enough. He gets an attack. Garas, will a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, great. His long sword clanging off of the barding. I guess probably not barding. The packing on the horse. You are unharmed there. But they're also calling out to bring out the mages. So next round.
All right. Ven's gotta get on a horse.
Yeah,
I gotta
wait till Ven
protect
does
the,
first.
the scroll, and then
I will.
You gotta cut the.
Yeah,
carriage.
that's what I was gonna cut all of our ropes so the carriage goes flying back and slams into their carriage. I would like to attack with the carriage, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, do that.
All right, I jump on a horse.
Yay!
Nos, let's go.
Let's go, Nas!
Let's get make sure Venehn doesn't fall off or something. Very unlikely, but
Venehn not to die.
You never know. No, baby. No way. 6, 12, 16.
It's amazing as all of our
24.
characters are, and the likelihood of us ever rolling below like a 20 with these characters. Cardi did turn into an abomination, so that shit can happen.
It absolutely can happen.
You got a 20 what?
I got a 24.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's kind of my whole thing. Is the jumping
so
on
you-
things.
You leap up onto that horsey. Garrus, why don't you go ahead and make an attack roll?
You do like a double tuck as you land. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
incredible.
super cool.
And Sid, while he's rolling that, why don't you have Yasmera roll whatever you want to do that for protecting the
She has fully, like, it is perfectly balanced between her cleavage at this point. So that's what we're
Yes.
doing. So we're gonna
Nature's
ledger domain
pillows.
that. Yeah.
Ledger domain sounds good.
Ledger domain pillows.
Garrus, what'd you get?
20.
20 will do. I'm not gonna make it's a rope, no damage. But you do also move the cart flips over, crashes behind, creating obstacle. You guys move from an 8 to a 10.
Ledger domain 10. Not 10, 20.
Ledger domain 20. I was like, oh, 10? Oh!
Mm-mm.
Ledger domain 20, you're good.
I literally could not roll a 10 for ledger domain. I have a +8 to it. So even at my lowest roll would be an 11. No. Yeah, 20.
All right, and that's all 3 of your second set's actions, right?
Yep.
Correct.
All right. Let's see how close they can get. That's going to be 3 off, which will bring you to 7. Second action is the same dice, so that brings it to 4. And a couple of mages come out escorted by Templars, and with a swirl of staves and a crackling of energy and one of Carter's favorite spells
No.
goes off in the center of you all. I would like all 3 of you to make strength might checks.
That's not good.
It's a 17.
Roll.
18.
15.
Okay. 2 of you watch Venehn and Garas as Yasmera is knocked from her horse. Her horse and her both knocked prone.
Can I do anything to try and protect the scroll as I fall? I will take damage to protect the scroll.
Yeah, give me acrobatics again.
Where was this roll? Okay. 11, 16. 16 plus 8 is 20. I can't do math. 16 plus
24.
8 is a 24.
24,
24.
Very good roll. And you're able to completely protect the scroll as you take 12 points damage. As you roll, you kind of tuck your arms in, so it's just right here. You're rolling, just tearing up your shins. These aren't shins.
Forearms.
Forearms.
These forearms, but also your shins, your knees.
It's
the
your
shins
your
of the
arm.
arm.
It's the shins of the arm.
It is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. Elbows are just your arms and knees. That's all.
We're going to take a moment. So that's it then. Are they done? No, they're not done. These threads are important, child, I told you. I believe this is just a beginning. But they're caught, aren't they? Your tiny figures scamper and scramble. I would love to extend this out to its full fighty fight, but it's 8 o'clock and we're not doing a part 4.
We know how it ends.
There's a scuffle, a scramble. You guys run. You're injured. There's a tense standoff with some guards. You're able to fight off just enough. You can hear the sounds of shouts and alarms in the distance. You navigate your way, being intently watched, unaware of being intently watched from a very distant place. The door, the red door, the bar with no name, bursts open. The three of you rush in. Garas clutching at a wound in his chest. Yasmera immediately sliding chairs into place behind the door. Carter looks up at you. And back in Ferelden, the younger woman says, "What's this one's importance?" And the older one slowly turns her head. "Perhaps that's it, dear. Perhaps I misjudged you. That was quite clever. It's not just the three of them. It's that one, too. Their lives together. I was very, very wise. Perhaps you are more grown up than I thought." As she puts a hand at the base of the neck of the younger woman, and the camera pulls out of the cabin. And then there's a scream, piercing through the air. And the young woman steps out of the thatched place, blood across her chest, as she says, "And now, I believe it is time to begin looking for them." And that's where we're going to finally end this thing.
Hey!
Yay! One shot. Woo!
That was fantastic.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I wish we could have had a little bit more time for a little bit more chase and maybe a splash combat there at the end. But I had a lot of fun. You guys
great.
pulled some great
fun.
antics. We got to have a Tokyo drift. There was
A cabbage
random
cart.
bra stuffing, cabbage carts. Garrus's dad got to see him. Cool stuff there.
We had nods. It was great.
It was yep. So why don't we go ahead and wrap this up? Let's do a circle of stars and wishes, and let's do it. Let's go first.
I'll go. My star is going to go to Sita because you did a lot of work for this and put a lot of thought into it, and it was really great, and I had a really good time.
Thank you.
And my wish is I want to come back next week and play.
Yeah.
That's it.
My star goes, I gotta say, go to Cedar too, because this was so much fun. There was so much action in it, and it was when you said, guys, just do whatever you want imagination wise, is when we're like, okay, we wanted that was the
There's a couple of those maneuvers where I was like, oh, I shouldn't have told him to do anything.
I had
You can't
Because,
set
like,
us loose.
you said
You
here's
took us off
here's
the
playground.
leash.
Yeah,
I did.
here's the
I did.
playground. We're removing the harnesses off of you. Don't hurt yourself, and we did it.
Mhm.
But loved it. My wish is we're gonna play next week.
Yeah, me too. This has been a lot of fun, but I can't wait to get back to our normal shenanigans. Thank you, Wally. Let's bring it home, Sid.
My star also goes to Cena. This was just so great, y'all. Like we all had our fun interactions and everything, but this was just so much fun. We had a mini game, we got a chase, we got shenanigans. It was absolutely lovely, absolutely lovely. I don't know if I've ever said this on stream. Cena was my very first GM for any role-playing game I've ever done. Known Cena for a really long time. I'm very,
Been a while.
very happy that he's joined us to play. It's great.
We all are.
We are very happy.
Thanks, guys. I love you all.
Love you too.
And yeah, my star goes to all of you guys because we've been playing this game for 2 years, almost 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been
Jesus,
so
yeah.
long, and I love it so much. And yeah, and I can't wait to also come back next week because while this three session hiatus has been really fun, in case you at home don't know, we're about to do like a big poker tournament heist back in the present day, and I can't wait.
Time
Al's
for
been
Garas to be
plotting.
back.
Oh,
Al's
wait.
been plotting and planning. We left them alone for too long.
Oh God,
For like
we're
2
all gonna
months.
die.
Yeah.
This is when
We're all
Garas is
gonna
gonna
die.
get mad, y'all. You thought Yasmera was going through it last time? Guess what? It's my turn.
Oh yeah,
I got unresolved rage. I'm gonna see the man that ruined my family's life. Y'all motherfuckers better hold Garas back. All
Garrett's about
right,
to have a heel turn.
on site. I'm gonna have my heel turn moment. I'm gonna hit Venn with a steel chair in the middle of the
Why?
ring.
I didn't do anything.
Well, because you're my Seth Rollins. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I'll be Seth Rollins. That's fine. I like him.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Yeah,
got
that's
good
what's gonna
hair.
happen. He does.
A little bit of epilogue stuff that I forgot about. The whole thing ends up being pinned on the Carter dwarves,
That seems right.
who both managed to survive, but they fully took the blame for it. They were shouting about some alternate group trying to steal from them, but Orlais just kind of ran them over with whatever. They were just your accomplices. I think the other important one, whenever the red Jenny starts to do its thing and the red handkerchiefs start getting passed around, you might not ever see it, but I just want everyone to know Gaius loves the red Jenny.
My boy.
Yes.
I love him.
You got one little noble. He, by the way, he suffered like a couple of nights in jail, black eye, maybe a broken wrist,
He's
but
fine.
like
He came out. He came
he,
out tougher.
he came
so
out
much
fine. He was
tougher.
too rich for them to be able to touch. Really, it was just misunderstanding.
I love him.
Yeah,
He pines for Venehn to this day.
maybe a bit.
And Ben is like,
He pines for the
who isn't?
lifestyle for sure. Guys, what fun!
Fun.
And everybody at home, I'm so glad you could be here with us. Come join us next week. And if you're curious, if this is your first session and you want to know how this weird little one shot ended, go to our YouTube channel and click episode 1. Because it goes
There's-
straight into that.
Over 50 now.
Yeah,
It's
there's
full
quite a
circle.
few.
So
Yeah.
you could watch this episode tonight, right? And then watch episode 1 and then just power through all 50 episodes. And if you just happen, like I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you just happen to get through all 50 episodes before next week, you just created a time loop with this whole series.
Is that
I literally
possible?
don't think the math works out, but
I was like,
you know.
Yeah.
50 times 3.
When have
is
I ever given
a shit about
150
math?
hours. So divide that by 24. That's 6.25 days.
So yeah, just
of
like
content.
just play.
If
just play
you-
straight.
Of not sleeping, eating.
of not sleeping,
Yeah.
like 6.25 full days.
Yeah,
You
just-
could get a
just
good
play-
start. You get a good
Yeah,
start.
you get a good start.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it. All right. Internet, my friends, mom, everybody. I love you all. It was such a great time. Come join us next week. And until then, good game. Good night.
Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit. Si loin dans le silence, on entend ses cris. Par-delà les terres, son nom fait frémir. Préparez-vous, le néant arrive. Les légendes ne se trompent point.